Hi, so it's been a while. I haven't really done much crafting lately, so I haven't brought any videos out, but sat down to make a Valentine's card today. Don't know why, because I won't be sending it to anyone, but I just fancied using these papers, and I thought with the next sort of crafters occasion being Valentine that it seemed to be appropriate. So to be honest, I've already done quite a bit of the prep because I just sort of sat down and started doing it. So I've now thought about turning the camera on, and this is where I've got to. I've started with the Stamperia backgrounds for the Desire collection, which is a really beautiful sort of Spanish themed I'm trying to think of the opera. If I had the pattern papers in front of me, it would probably come to me. But yeah. So this is what it's all sort of based around, and so I've done some die cutting, and I've got these very old, I think they're X-cut, slightly not misshaped hearts, but they're not exactly uniform. They're not symmetrical, and I've cut out some frames. So I've used these two for the biggest frame, and I've cut out from the backgrounds from this one. Look like that. I've cut out the heart frames, and I've cut out two sizes because what I want to try and do, I've got a gatefold card here. What I want to try and do is get it so that these open opposite ways and interlink. That's the aim. I've also, so that's what we've done. So I've used that size, the biggest, and the next one down for the big frame, and then I've used the middle one and the next one down for the smaller frame, and I've cut those out of the papers, but I've also cut them from a couple of I think it was 200 GSM card, and I've stuck all those together to make slightly sturdier ones, so that they're not quite so flimsy. So that's what I've done with the die cuts. I've also, from the centres, I've also kept the hearts that came out of the centres, and I plan to use those in the middle, which I've also got this Creative Expression, another very old rubber stamp set, if I can find it. So where are we? I can't exactly show it to you because it's not this one, it's in this one, which I've got stamps. It's a laminated sheet, Valentine set 4, but it's really quite old. I can't remember when I bought this. I haven't even mounted them. I just put either two-way glue or stencil glue on the back, and use that to stick to the block. and my fingers. Right, and then I've also cut a layer from another of the papers, which, where is it? I think it might be, no, maybe it's not. Oops, sorry. Yeah, so it's this one. It's like a damask background. There we go. Got some left over, so it looks like that. So there. So then what I thought I'd do, and this is where I got to, is I've got aged mahogany distress oxide, and I was just going to ink around the edges because it suited the this red quite well, so that's the aim. So I'm going to do that quickly. That's that one. Oops. I'm also going to do the frames because I'd quite like to hide some of this white edge. So, but I don't want to get the back too messy because you'll be able to see some of it. So okay. Whoop. Okay, and then we'll just do the inside. Try not to get too many mucky fingers on the white card. And I'll do the sentiment as well. There we go. Right. And then we can just stick some of that together. I've got my Pink Frog EVA glue. Oh, what I haven't done, I'm not quite finished with the inking, is the centerpiece. And then we'll stick this down. Now I I haven't left much of a border for this mat or this layer. Right, tricky bit now. Need to somehow fix these so that they will interlock, but you can still open the card. I'm not quite sure this is going to... So give that a second to dry, and I think we might be there. And then the idea being they open like that. Okay. Right. Sometimes you need to adapt these things. So we'll just and then I might raise this up a little bit. I don't want it too, just enough, some very thin foam. If I can find my thin foam. Right. Just pause for a moment while I find the foam. Okay, so we've just got some very thin 1mm foam strips, which are being particularly sticky. Okay, don't want them too high because obviously oh, not obviously, but because and this is why I don't use right. Okay, I'll just sit it there, and then that is our Valentine's card. So doesn't quite stay.